Hello, hello. Oh, let me just switch on this light, see if that makes me any less dark and sinister. Actually, that's just incredibly bright. I think I'm just going to do that. Maybe open the curtain. Oh, it's early morning. Well, it's not really early morning. It's obviously a lot. That's just made me darker. I can't believe it. What's going on? This happened the other day. Just open the curtains, let in more light, and the camera compensated. Decided I need to be shown in shadow. There we go. Adjusted it. So I shall have to be like half on the camera and half off, I suppose. Maybe like that. That's a good view, isn't it? That's better. Shall I stop rambling? I'm actually slightly rambling. No, sorry, I am rambling. I'm rambling, but slightly because Save isn't actually here yet. I'm not quite sure where he's gone, what he's doing. But in any case, we can get started and do a bit of TA. I think while we're waiting. What I've got on here on the screen at the moment is not a lot of much interest. What's that? Simple art. Oh, that's a strategy I've been looking at, trading view strategy. Maybe I'll just hide that away for now. The RVI itself, relative volatility index, I've been looking at because it just is interesting. Because so the volatility index is kind of non-directional. So when the volatility is up high, that doesn't mean the price is necessarily up high or anything like that, or going to go up high. It's not like the momentum oscillator in Quadzilla or other oscillators, or other stochastics rather. Let's have a quick look through the chat and let's have a look. I'm actually wondering if Save's crappy internet connection might have finally just kind of gone uber crappy and just given up. But perhaps Save has just signed up with another Bitfishy exchange. I think that's what it is. He's been given a better offer, isn't he? He's out of here. It's a big multiple zeros deal. Someone else. So let's have a look anyway. So Scotty, hello. Reminder: US CPI data drops today at 8:30 a.m. ET. What's that in British time? 8:30. Yeah, there must be quite soon. I think I should have a quick look, or if someone fancies doing the arithmetic on that. So we'll come back to that, because that is going to be a key thing, isn't it? Because I think, as I mentioned on X earlier on, just the price. I mean, that's on the daily, but the price has just been like ranging a bit recently, because people don't. Yeah, that sort of thing. It's like they're kind of waiting for the CPI data print to print. There's not much of a sort of commitment in either direction in the meantime. So there's that. Let's see. I'm terrible at these, identifying these songs, but let's give it a go. So I've been going out with a girl. Her name is Julie, but last night she said to me when we were watching telly, she said, "Listen, John, I love you, but there's this bloke I fancy." Oh, that rhymes with telly, doesn't it? It's a good rhyme. No idea what that is. It's gone on. There's more. I don't want to time you, so it's the end for you and me. Blah 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 blah. Lovely positive song there, very uplifting. So, hello, Firewatch. Hi guys, hope you're all well. I'm well. I hope everyone else is as well. So, and thank you for joining. So, breaking. Iran says there are no talks on extending the ceasefire with the US. Oh, okay, that's probably not good. So we might expect to see a bit of a Bitcoin price dump at around about 230 in that case. And hello, Ozzy. Howdy. And let's see. Kaz, hello. Welcome. And getting to the end of the comments now. So Ozzy. So he's gone tapping. Yeah, I think this is where Save has gone. He's gone tapping the tap card to get bonus points it probably gets addictive. Like at every petrol station he goes past is going to be pulling out, going just, you know, just going to buy something. Tappity tap, tappity tap, tappity tap. I don't blame him, honestly. I'd be doing the same thing if I could be bothered to top up my tap card. So Jilted John by Jilted John. How do you not remember that one? Come on, man. I don't know it. I'll look it up on Spotify afterwards and just see. Well, here I guess. Then I'm sure I'll just instantly recognize it. I think. So okay, 1:30. Thank you. So the CPI print be at 1:30. So we've got that to kind of look forward to. I think. What should we do next? Should we have a look at the TA and stuff? Got a decent number of people watching, which is great. You're all on like different platforms. I notice, like roughly, we're not even really equally spread across. I think some on more on some than on others. So if I switch on the comments, there we go. So you can actually see what's going on. People who are on different platforms, you can see all of the comments now. So yeah, what is going on? So I mentioned the RVI briefly, so that's probably all it deserves. I'm just going to hide that away now. But in the meantime, yeah, look at this. So Bitcoin 4 hour. These, I guess, yeah. So I would have drawn these scribbles in fact, in the last live stream. So the sort of premise there was, so I guess if I drew it there, it must have been then Monday. Yeah, what are we on now? Wednesday. Yes, that makes sense. That's about right. The price just hasn't really done very much since then, is it? It's well, I guess it has come down. That said, so what we have got here is this. Where does I go at? Oh, it is just. Is it that one? No. I think it's that. Yeah. Okay. This. So these horizontal lines are being drawn by Quadzilla TF, which is so called because you kind of lock it to a particular time frame and then go on to a different time frame, and it shows that previous one. But at the moment, it's just set to the chart time frame. So, so Gordon is a moron. Sorry, apologies to anyone called Gordon who's watching. It's Gordon is a moron. Gordon is. Yeah, I remember that. I vaguely remember it. So if you're drinking and smoking something, you'll remember those songs. Yeah, that's probably what I need.
Oh my God, sorry.
Hello, that's right.
So sorry about that.
The theory we got, yeah, we can hear you. The theory we got was that you'd been tapping away with your tap card and just got addicted, stopping at every petrol station you see, just running in to buy something, tap with a tap.
To be honest, hang on, let me just stop my mic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Let you get sorted.
Right. Okay. Is that working?
Yeah. You're on candid camera.
Right. So I've been trying to sort out my serial box pinhole solar viewer.
Okay.
With a serial packet, and then I found a bigger box. So I'm
is that one you can actually wear on your head?
It's quite enormous. Yeah. So I've just been trying it out in the garden, and I sort of
does it work?
Yeah, it's brilliant. So that's the pinhole there in the bit of tin foil, aluminium foil. And that's where you look through, right? So so down the bottom inside the box. Almost doxed myself then. so down there in the bottom of the box is a sheet of white paper. So yeah, so you kind of angle that towards the sun and then look down there. look down there, and when you've got it in line, you see like a lovely image of the sun.
Amazing. So, I mean, do you put the box on your head? Is that the idea?
No, you just look in the hole.
Well, can you put the box on your head?
Well, I suppose you can.
Not can you? Can one? Is it, so does it achieve anything?
You could go like that.
Okay, so you look through that. It's like a gigantic box-shaped periscope.
Not really, no. So
no, I'm really
so
not.
The idea is, yeah. Let me show you the smaller one.
Sure. Yeah.
So I've decorated it as well, you know.
Yeah. So that we know exactly what it's for.
Yeah. It's quite hard to find a cereal packet.
It's not for eating.
No, it's quite hard to find a cereal box.
Well, not the cereal box, but yeah.
It's very hard to find a cereal packet in this house. But anyway, yeah. So it's basically a pinhole camera. So you know that end would be the you know where if it was a camera, that's where the photographic paper would go. But that's just got a bit of white paper. Sorry, that's wrong. Yeah, no, like that. That's where the photographic paper would be. There's the pinhole. But you want to look at the image rather than take a photo. So you look through that hole there. So you point that towards the sun and look down there.
Okay, I think I get that. So where does the tissue paper come into it then?
The what?
I thought wasn't there like there were 2 strips of tissue paper or something?
Oh no, that was on the bigger one.
Oh, okay.
On the bigger one, I had a bit of light leakage, which is why I was late. Because I was trying to sort out the light leakage along the bit where the box did up. You see.
Okay. So that's not a very plausible excuse. It's like, oh, really sorry, so sorry, I'm late. I had a bit of light leakage. A bit of light leakage going on there.
I know.
So, yeah.
I can show you my photo.
Yeah. Because this is what we're here for. Well, I guess we genuinely are, because you did put solar eclipse into the live stream thing, didn't you? So
yeah. So it's a bit hard to see.
That's the sun.
That's the sun.
Wow. Okay.
That was at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
So what we'll see. I mean that's staring into the bottom of the cereal packet, you know. So that's like the bottom of the packet there.
Yeah.
And yeah. So obviously zooming in, you know, that's obviously, you know, quite round at the moment. But what we'll see later on is that getting chomped into, you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I'll see it better than you because I'm in the southwest of England and you're not.
It will. Yeah. You'll get more more darkness, I suppose.
I think it's like 94.
On the plus side, it'll happen a minute or so later for you, isn't it? So
yeah.
So I'll get to see it first, but then you'll see more of it, I suppose.
Oh, actually, I'm not sure. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, so up in the north, like if you're in Aberdeen or somewhere, then you actually see it quite a bit sooner than further down south.
Yeah, I mean, the last people to see it will be in like Mallorca, and they're actually right in the centre of the zone of totality, which would be absolutely beautiful, I reckon. And obviously, if you're in a boat in the sea as well, but by that time the sun will be quite low, so it will be, you know, won't be quite as spectacular. I don't know. It should be good actually, but. I mean, the idea is if you get it when it's kind of like at its maximum and you're actually in the center of the zone of totality and there's no cloud, you do get the diamond ring kind of thing, you know, which is what I had made my decoration. There, you see.
That's also like a constellation thing, isn't it? So if it doesn't work, then you can just look at that. So that's what you would have seen.
Yeah. Do you remember the one from 1999?
I do. Yeah, I remember it well. I remember just like walking around outside, and it was dark.
Okay, so you
it was like night time.
But you didn't see the sun. I mean, because it was quite cloudy that day, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I mean, how drunk was I? I have a recollection of seeing it, but maybe that's an invented memory. But I'm sure I remember seeing like, or maybe that was a partial one after. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so what we got is 1:30, according to Scotty, which is quite soon. Is CPI data announcement.
That's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. So what I did in 1999. Shall I tell you later? No, I'll tell you.
What you didn't have in 1999.
I'll tell you very quickly. Right. What me and my mate thought, because I lived in Hertfordshire at the time, and we thought we're not really in the zone of totality at all. So we're going to go to France, and we're going to go sort of along the coast of France and be right in dead center in the zone of totality. So like 100% eclipse. We went there the day before and camped there, and we woke up in the morning. There's all these bloody clouds around, but there were gaps in the clouds, and we thought, oh, maybe we'll get lucky or whatever. And literally the moment we would have got the diamond ring, a big bloody cloud came across, and it was really annoying. And the next day I got back to Hertfordshire where I lived, and I went to the pub there, and I met some people who'd been about 5 kilometers along the coast from where we were, and they said, yeah, it was great. That cloud moved away just in time, and I was like, bollocks, that moved into my path there. Anyway, so that was my 1999 thing. Anyway, sorry, right, I'll stop talking about that now.
There you go.
I'm actually quite excited about it. Actually,
I can tell. I can really tell. Yeah. So actually, Scotty just saying, just in US regulator OCC approves Bitcoin and crypto firms to become national banks. America and the OCC are once again open for business.
Okay.
Well, they probably were open for business, but that's probably exciting, isn't it? So Bitcoin firm. So what's a Bitcoin firm? Because I should probably actually know about this already, but to be honest, a Bitcoin firm would be one that custody. It holds Bitcoin in custody, I suppose. It custodies Bitcoin and other crypto and stuff. So that means that they'll be able to provide the same, or rather, to register as a bank, they'll have to provide the same guarantees and things as banks, which is pretty great.
I guess we're talking about people like crypto.com and people like that, are we?
I suppose it would be, yeah. And anyone who's custodying your crypto. So
okay.
It opens up certain guarantees, definitely. So like any sort of fly-by-night crypto exchange, or just crypto custody firm, when they disappear, there'll be recourse to at least claim whatever amount you can kind of claim back of your holdings. It does open up a complication of is it going to be at the value of when you put the Bitcoin in?
Okay, so
or you there?
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, indeed. So I was trying to work out what the OCC is, but
Okay.
this is a word I've never seen before. It's the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Okay. What the hell's a comptroller? Anyway, but it's an independent bureau of the US Department of the Treasury.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That sounds like someone fairly important.
I guess they're the ones who do the approving of these things. Comptroller, yeah. heard it often and just assumed it they just mean kind of someone who signs things off in a controlling sort of way. But never really actually. Oh, there we go, Scotty. What would we do without you? Bloody hell. Comptroller is a high-level executive or government official. We should be paying you. Who manages accounting operations, supervises financial reporting, and ensures regulatory compliance. Okay. They control the comps, in other words. The compliant. Okay, compliance control. Yeah, okay. God, my God, I'm being silly today. It's the heat, I'm sure. So I'm feeling bullish. So everyone, get your shorts ready. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I see. I thought you being like Finbar Saunders in Viz or something. So, but not financial advice. So yeah, that's a probably good segue to have a quick look at the chart, isn't it? So we've got yeah. In fact, I was just talking about these levels here. So these are being drawn in by Quadzilla TF there, and so bullish retracement level there, which is at about 60. Yeah, basically, yeah, pretty much exactly 60k. The bearish one above this, I think, is actually that's going up to. It might be. Was one of these? Oh no, it's okay. It was that one. So what I was looking at was that there's a 50% line there, which because when they started plotting that there, it had like a matching pair with this bearish retracement level there, and so therefore plots the 50% line in between them. And so the kind of the reason it does that sort of thing is that this 50% line often, like, to be honest, more often than not, ends up becoming just like very sort of significant. And like, they can kind of see how it, I mean, it sort of bounced below it some way there, and then again there, but it, so often ends up as a support area. And to be honest, it also, it kind of marks out quite often just more of a range. Sometimes it's absolutely pinpoint, where it marks a 50% line, the price just tests down to it and bounces away, or the other way around. But this one, you can kind of see how it's a bit of a range there, like halfway above that and halfway below it. So halfway below it is where the price is going to bounce there. Halfway above it is where the price is bouncing down to it there. Probable order block, in other words, that this thing is kind of just like eked out of what's on the chart. So, and that suggests that level again might, excuse me, be an area that the price wants to return to. Sorry, one sec. Because, as usual, these retracement levels are marking out essentially price magnets. So, in other words, like places that just with everything else that's going on in the charts and the order book and passive orders, aggressive orders, all of that stuff, liquidity, price ends up kind of wanting to go to that level, all of those. But then when there's kind of like a equal draw between them, so the market is actually kind of well balanced at that point, it tends to revert to this sort of mean, this 50% line between the two, and so that's why, in other words, they kind of cancel each other out effectively, and it ends up here. So you often end up seeing but the price kind of doing what it's doing there, like like around the 50% line, the dotted line there, doing that sort of thing. Often, obviously, that's done something way wilder in this case, but you often see that sort of pattern is just oscillating around that line. Sometimes more like that, sometimes more like that, but does sort of come back to it because it kind of wants to. It's like water always flowing downhill, that sort of thing. So yeah, so just keep that level in mind on the 4 hour there. So that's at basically 62k. Not doing bad at the moment, to be honest. Like 64k price wise. Yeah, so I guess before we were kind of looking at this in terms of just is it coming up to 130 ish?
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I don't know if we actually have a web page to refresh or anything like that. But
don't know.
Anyway, in the meantime, so yeah, so on these, actually get rid of those now. There's such mixed signals on this at the moment. Like, there's like downtrending happening. There's kind of uptrending. Was happening. It's obviously broken below that now. Now downtrending happening. So it's all over the place. So I think still you do have to kind of like look to the higher timeframes really to get more of a much bigger picture. I mean, 2 day, for example, on here,
it's going down.
Probable. Is it going down? I was going to say probable drop because at 230, I expect, because of what was it, Scotty? Scotty or Aussie? Apologies. I think you were saying about the Iran thing and the usual sort of announcement from there saying like, no, we haven't been talking about peace deals. What are we talking about? So that might, if that's still affecting the market, might see a bit of a drop from that. Temporary anyway, even if it happens. So yeah, if that's happening, if we're seeing a live reaction right now. There we go. Wow. Mind you, I say wow. What was it? Being down so far. No. Yeah. Okay. Approaching 0.5% on the 1 minute chart.
So
is it going to? It's already interacted with that retracement. Is it going to drop further? Sorry, you're saying.
Yeah. Inflation rate month on month, as expected. Inflation rate year on year, as expected. Core inflation rate year on year. I don't know that yet. Okay, so looks like no change is the no. As expected is like kind of what it's looking like results wise.
Yeah. So this price at the moment then is more probably just kind of like what I don't know. It's like it just wanted to react. It's just like, well, I'm going to react anyway, even if it's all priced in.
Do something.
Yeah. It's like a negative reaction. Just, well, I suppose it cancelled out that gain just there. It's like, like escalator up, elevator down, sort of a thing. But that was very marked out by that retracement level and the one below it, in fact. I mean, to be honest, that in itself is very telling, just how kind of mixed up the market is at the moment. Just the fact that we had that bullish retracement levels there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. That was step 2 of a bullish retracement level, and that was step 3 of the bearish. So the bullish pattern being kind of like up, down, up. So it's like step 1, 2, 3, that sort of thing. Whereas and that one is currently in the step 2, the down part of it. Although it's done that now. It's now in step 3, sorry. So in fact, yeah, it's in step 3 and it's heading to the upside. This one was in its step 3. So the bearish is obviously the inverse of that. So it's kind of like down, up, which it did there. And down. So 1, 2, 3. So its step 3 was that down, which it did a bit. It did do that a bit, came down, and then so it's weird, isn't it? They're right next to each other, but they both played out. I think because the step 2 was a down. The step 3 of the bearish was a down, and the step 2 of the bullish was also a down. So that's how they were able to coexist so close to each other like that. So wowie.
Okay.
always looks so dramatic on the 1 minute chart, though, doesn't it? Back
It
up
does,
again, though.
it does. I like it. Yeah. Okay.
Price just doesn't know how to react, does it? Because it's like kind of as you were, as expected. So, well, let's just do a seismograph kind of a thing then. So,
I mean that guy Block Pro who used to do the stuff with CSE, which he doesn't anymore.
Oh, wow, okay. I didn't realize he'd gone. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's gone. Yeah, but he always said, "Oh yeah, shit, but it's all bullshit because the price doesn't do anything with news. It's just an excuse for the market makers to throw the market around." Which I suppose sort of makes sense, really. You know, they're thinking like, well, you know, we're going to have loads of like people setting up, like orders at 1:30 or whatever it is, you know, and then let's just wreck them all, you know. So you can see it just being a good excuse for like market makers to sort of go a bit mad, you know.
Kind of is a bit. I mean, you also see that obviously at the start of the New York Open each day as well, with the crazy price moves, because the news-related reactions are always just kind of short-lived, aren't they? And then it just carries on as it was before, unless it's like a really huge thing that utterly affects the direction of the price long term. You get that from time to time, obviously, but
you just get a sort of wiggle,
week to week. Yeah, exactly. You get that, then just carries on going in the direction it's going in. Well, at the moment it's coming back down again. Gosh.
How was it?
Lovely reaction. Yeah, lovely reaction though from that. Because if you had traded that,
nope.
What happened there? Where did it go? Oh, okay. This is a version that's not released yet. That's why it is a little bit flaky. That just had a runtime error. So don't worry, that's not the released version. So anyway, so yeah, heading down. Wow. In that case, maybe I'll bring in the retracement levels that are on the main Quadzilla. Wherever they are. Retracements.
So okay, I kind of get, I guess you get a lot of like, you know, it's almost like, right, so there's a lot of people thinking that the price is going to go up. So, I know, so I'm not thinking this through, right? No, ignore that.
Sure. I mean, it's doing some hyper, just crazy moves at the moment, isn't it? Just like, so.
Yeah, and interesting.
That was 0.3, and it's compressing. Okay, which suggests it's going to be, well, if it keeps doing that compressing, that there's probably is going to be a bit of a big breakout. It might make that hyper move look like a tiddler of a move if it does keep doing that. And it's currently reacting. Oh, we've got the 5 EMA drawing. I just realized. Anyway, it's reacting with the 5 EMA. The 12 minute looks fun actually. If sure,
if you want to take a look at that.
Yeah. He's still fixing up your pinhole camera for this evening.
Yeah, I was just sticking a bit of extra tape on it as well. I remember.
Sure. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not distracted at all.
All excited. Yeah. Yeah. 12 minute is kind of interesting actually. That, I mean, to be honest, yeah, that does put it in perspective. Exactly what we've been talking about here. Those big crazy moves are basically just like that little bit just there. So definitely worth keeping in mind.
So depending on what chart you're on, I'm looking on a buy bit chart here, but that bit where you just got the super down on that 12 minute,
yeah,
there was actually a retracement like a step 3 of a retracement there on the buy bit chart, but it doesn't look like that's on that one. But that's quite a good move with the super down, wasn't it? Yeah. You know.
Sorry, can't do the ventriloquist thing. Tried before, just it's disastrous every time.
Yeah.
So
made a right mess.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that sort of fair value line then from Quadzilla is kind of I guess, yeah, it's marking out the top of that liquidity there. So could well see that being there it's going to drop down to that there. Excuse me. That there is the step 3 of the bearish retracement pattern. So you'd fully expect, really, or full well expect the price to drop to that and then continue dropping, which is kind of what the step 3 means. So in terms of the pattern, that's pretty nice because it did the the down. It took a long time to come back up. When it did, sort of down. So yeah, and it'll kind of make sense for it to do with that. I mean, sure, we got that. Well, it's obvious uptrend, isn't it? And then there, and then there, and then that. Then wherever this one ends up. Obviously, if it does drop down to this level, it's kind of uptrend over at that point. If it ends at kind of that, but it could well just come down to where the 50% line is. There'd be areas to watch for if it's there between there and there. Then that continued uptrend essentially. So confirmation is kind of what it wants. Could probably bring in the liquidation heat map if you want a quick check of that. Oh, and also do check out mathtopia.com where you can find this price action patterns sort of widget, and you can like learn all of your price action patterns in there and search for them. Falling wedge, falling whatever, falling 3 methods, falling wedge. What's falling window? Okay, that's where there's a gap. So it's like, and it always tells you if it's a bearish or a bullish pattern as well on each one. So all these things, it's kind of good. There's a quiz too. I forgot why I came here now. Oh yeah, the liquidation heat map. So initially then on the 24-hour, so what have we got? We got oh, let me just do that just for now. And so obviously it's doing that thing. So over the course of the last 24 hours, it's now kind of doing that thing. It's been eating up into liquidity. They're quite just too tempting, isn't it, for it to eat its way up into that, and reach the top of that relatively high liquidity area. Now coming back down. If it reverses there, then that's a very, very just bullish signal, I think, bullish sign that it's going to, and it'll probably move up fairly quickly then to, I mean, potentially 65. Looking at that, it could reclaim that area. If it didn't, then back down to the 60, the lower 63s, and potentially below, and that would be a pretty steep drop as well down to there. I mean, on the where should we go? The monthly. Oh, sorry, I need to log in. Give me a second. Oh, there's no remember me. Remember me. Take my cookie. Why has it gone over there? Oh, sorry. Does it now see that I'm logged in? So I think so. Yeah, it's going to be that down again now. So onto the 2 week. Sorry, onto the monthly. Maybe the 2 week would have been a good one to look at. Yeah. Up. That's what that's suggesting to me. But then again, it's not always the case, is it? Because like if you look at over here, there's plenty of liquidity above that, but the price had still kind of exhausted itself there. Obviously, just kind of wanted to come down instead. So it's not always a given, is it, that looking at the liquidation heat map, that the price just goes towards where the liquidity is, like most of the time. But that's also kind of it's saying downtrend on there. Should just kind of try and correlate that with what's actually on the chart, because that, I mean, only 12 minutes, sure, but that's obviously not saying downtrend there, lower time frame. Or maybe on the daily. Sorry. So when was that? That was 10th of August. May. Okay. Maybe the 4 hour then. Oh, we hadn't looked at the 4 hour, had we? That, and that's got some pretty nice things going on as well. The 4 hour is so good for these retracement levels. It's again, like if you traded that, pretty much like anywhere from up here, on the momentum oscillator, potentially, if you'd like entered a short around about any of these where it's kind of like showing that the price, you know, the upside momentum was getting tired and it's coming round, starting to head to the downside, particularly there where that white line is the average of all four of the stochastic momentum stochastics, where that kind of came back down, touched 80 and then just kind of hovered and then dropped below. It was obviously looking like it was on the turn just there. So any kind of like going short just there with the knowledge that you had this retracement level there would have been like, wow. And then that's kind of perfect. And then a good place to enter along as well. So you'd have that pre-planned as well. So similar thing there, in just the other way around, you know, saying like, okay, price is going to come here, then get ready. This did all that kind of reaction, and kind of off it went. So as in, you know, the price hit that and then just came down. It did carry on to the upside, but that still would have been a fairly nice, fairly short-lived bit of profit in any case. So, oh yeah, I guess we're looking to correlate that. So it was August the 10th, wasn't it, on the liquidation heat map? So yeah, obvious downtrend, but looking at that, it's actually, it's going to delete those. It's like from before, I suppose. It's become a bit of an uptrend now, as I guess drawing out at some point. But yeah, struggling, isn't it? Obviously bounced off the 21 EMA, just headed back down. Funny, it's like in a little bit of a range between, like, single candle range between the 21 EMA and the 9 EMA. Can't quite decide which one of them to break above or below. So if we dropped from there just to 2 hour, get a bit more of a view of it. So that the fair value level there between the two retracements, it clearly kind of just reacted off of that, like pipped above it and then just back down. So similar with the 55 EMA. It's definite like downward pressure there, just kind of trying to stuff the price back down, just like get on with the crypto winter, get to the bear market bottom and so on. So yeah, okay, it's kind of a view of it anyway. If but as I was saying, it's so like the Bitcoin market anyway, is so like indecisive at the moment. It hasn't picked a strong direction yet. It's still like doing these funny things and then up again and then down again and so on. Hasn't really picked a particular regime or a particular, well, the regime is that it's ranging obviously, but it hasn't picked a particular direction overall, macro direction.
When were we talking about SanDisk? Do you remember? Was it Monday?
Oh yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
That's quite good because I reckon it was going to go up, didn't I? So I bought.
Oh, do you want to share?
I can do. Hang on a sec.
Okay.
Let me just get myself organised. So I just noticing you've obviously been through the comments and done the sort of Scotty's tune of the day sort of thing, haven't you?
Yeah, I didn't know the song at all. I
did you know? I actually did. I used to have that. I used to have that single, and to be honest, even though I say my dad was called Fred with crypto, his real name was, not to his friends, but his real name was Gordon. So that had a bit in that song with it when Gordon is a moron, sort of like, and like my dad used to really hate me playing that, like really loud.
Oh, no. I mean, I totally remember that part of the song.
Do you?
And it's the kind of thing that does stick with you, isn't it? That Gordon is a more like
yeah,
but the rest of it, just blanked out on it.
Yeah, and it was a really simple song as well. It was just like 2 chords. It was just like, it's just that, oh, bingo, we know. Anyway, yeah, excellent tune. But that was that was, what's his name? That was Jilty John was actually Gordon Fellows, who then became John Shuttleworth. You aware of John Shuttleworth? Me and the wife.
I mean, I've heard the name, but
right. It was a kind of BBC comedy thing. It started off flat on the radio and ended up, I think it ended up being a show on Channel 4 actually, or Channel 5 or something. I don't know. But
okay.
I had absolutely hilarious, and I saw him live as well. Anyway, so yeah, so, I was completely. I'm really not talking about everything today. I'm just not really, not really that crypto stuff. Anyway, I am. So I'm just loading up a chart as we speak, and let me just do the sharing bit. Because sharing is caring.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Talking of sharing. Yeah.
So I've got way too many tabs open and I can't find nothing. Right. So if I remove you,
Nufking. No, I can't find Nufking. So.
Right. Yeah. And then we'll go for my dreadful screen. I was getting spinning beach ball. There you go.
Did you get any resolution? Did you get any resolution on your internet woes at all? I mean, clearly not yet.
Well, apparently, if so I've got this date of August the 24th, right? Now, apparently, if nothing happens then my contract doesn't renew. So I'll be sort of in the same situation. So I'm going to wait until August the 24th, and then I'm probably going to do something else because it's a bit daft, really. Right, what am I showing? I am showing the right thing. That makes a change. So I think what was happening here. So it was quite recent, wasn't it? It was like Monday, wasn't it? Oh yeah. So, well, this is anyway. This is like a 2-hour time frame, but obviously, SanDisk have been coming down, doing these like retracements, like beautifully, sort of a little bounce, and then going up a little bit, doing the slinky down the stairs, sort of thing. And then end of July sort of thing, we did actually get that super up there on this 2-hour time frame, which is a fairly sort of rare occurrence. I can't. Oh yeah, the last one happened in December last year. So I had my eye on it a little bit from then. I didn't really jump into it until Monday, though, unfortunately. Excuse me. And I can't remember what I was looking at. I'll have to go back in the stream, but I think, what the hell was I looking at? Something. It was probably one of my ridiculously small time frames, wasn't it? Which is like, you probably shouldn't really do that with stocks and stuff, should you? Wednesday. I can't remember why I was looking at this for going up. Oh, I think it was literally the fact that I was looking for these EMA crosses as usual. This was like the 12-minute time frame, and I was thinking, well, okay, well, this did that thing where that the yellow went over the green, so that's 21 over the 55. It did that back in July, quite nice. Almost did this thing here where they almost crossed bearish again, but that didn't happen. And what I've always said, that when that doesn't happen, you normally get a reaction quite solid in the other direction. So went up to, I think that was an all-time high actually, and then we started coming down, obviously combining with that sort of bearish cross there, sort of thing. So I've been looking for these EMAs to cross back bullish again, which they did, but they did pretty much on Monday. So I actually bought some. I'm not trading it leverage at all, but just so I actually did that. Yeah, on the no, it wasn't the 12th of August. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So I'll show you what I'm looking at when I.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So using Quadzilla. In fact, to be honest, I was only really looking at the actual EMAs, to be honest, actually. But I was thinking that, okay, that's probably a good time, to sort of get some SanDisk. So I bought 2.6 grand's worth. So it's actually three shares. It's like sounds mad, doesn't it? Anyway, but so my fill price was there you go, 11.97. 11.97. So let's go back to the chart. So 11.97. That was like where the hell's that? Can't have been that much. Oh, there's one of 11.97's. Oh no.
Oh, no. Are you back on the chart?
Oh, I'm back on the chart, yeah. Okay. But I'm just going to flip back actually, because limit price 11.97. Yeah, so I did buy them for that. How the hell did I? It might be just the difference between TradingView and not TradingView, Trading 212 and this.
Yeah.
And Nasdaq and whatever. Anyway, I mean, it's not life changing, but like no leverage, that's up 310 quid, which is quite nice, isn't it? It's all right.
Lovely. Yeah. So it's like free money, really.
Yeah.
Like put some money in, get more money out.
Yeah, which is what obviously what we're looking for, and that's within a stocks ISA as well, so it's like tax-free, which is always nice. So yeah, so I anyway, I was. Oh, look, hang on. Of course, we're not at 230 yet, are we? So yeah, the pre-market price is right up here, actually. You what, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's life changing. That's what it is. Yeah.
I haven't got one to change, unfortunately, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have, but she's in the metal tin downstairs. I haven't really got it. I haven't got around to do anything with the ashes yet. But anyway, but 1341.
I've got it.
Yeah, so
I've got a wife. Not looking to changer just at the moment, so
or cremator.
No, a bit early for that.
Right. Congratulations. Anyway, so yeah, the pre-market price is up there. So I don't know. I'm curious to know what you think about SanDisk, but I mean, to me, it looks like it looks pretty good to me. I think, and I'm eyeing at this level up here, this kind of like 1500 sort of thing, for a move up there. 1 hour time frame. Okay,
that's yeah. Okay.
So the 1 hour is having a bit of a wiggle, but I mean, this is like, I mean, just look how good this does these retracements. It's like, it's great, isn't it? You know,
that is so pinpoint. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Get a super up sort of thing. Get a little bullish one there. So it was probably like a little bounce there, but then the EMAs crossed. You know, the EMAs did this kind of thing. You know, the thing I'm on about. You know, where you don't get the cross. So, you know, it says no, not this time.
You could trade from those, couldn't you? Those levels. It's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one for down it comes, and then you know, we've got this bit here. For those who don't know, you get these little trend shields, which means little red triangles there, which means you know, that it's looking like the price should reverse, but hang on a minute, because it's actually still going down. And when they stop appearing, you know, the price goes up again.
Yeah,
I don't know. So I mean, that to me is looking quite good, actually. So I've set a stop loss somewhere down here, but no, not down here, like 11 something. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know what to do with that. I mean, I really want it to go back up here, obviously, and but I don't know if it's going to do that straight away. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts.
I can have a quick look. Sure.
Yeah, I'd love to. Do you want to grab the screen? Grab the screen back
over.
Yeah, sure.
So okay, so SanDisk. I guess we've been looking at this before, haven't we? We were kind of marking out trends and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was only Monday, actually. I mean, it's only Monday when I bought the shares.
Yeah. Because quite a noticeable thing on here is, is it? So I'm just wondering what, because it's marking out it. Oh, is it? Sorry, I just confused myself a bit, because there must there must be a retracement level around here somewhere that's the 50% of. Don't know. Anyway, it's in there somewhere. But anyway, yeah. So wherever it is, that it's marking out a very significant level anyway, support level. So that 1,123 sort of level, because the price has already kind of bounced off that a couple of times, and it was resistance as well. So well, kind of resistance. I mean, obviously the price just happened to open there at that level and then drop down. But yeah, I guess we were looking at this in terms of on the daily, like that's in a bit of a downtrend, you know, right and true right there. But since then it has broken up. So to truly get out of that downtrend, I think or to prove it, it's got to kind of break above probably there, maybe the wick, depends how strict you are on these things, but it's certainly kind of there as a level. I mean, obviously if it starts to move out to there, great anyway. This doesn't have to prove anything to anybody, but I think if it does kind of break through there, then that's a confirmation that it's like game on totally again. And even from here, if it like starts to move up, that's going to buck that overall kind of structure anyway. So kind of think, okay, that's kind of now looking positive again. Let's do that. Whoa.
So as far as I can see there, the The only problem is going to be if it sort of if it makes a lower high, and then
Yeah.
we're just back in that trend again. So
Exactly,
really want a higher high there. Yeah, that would be good.
For definite, yeah. So probably, in fact, yeah, look at it. It's not even that line. I got that wrong. Sorry, it's that one, because that is that trend. But yeah, so to put another way, it's from there. Those three. It's that. Not a great believer in this sort of thing, because the price gets above that line. It doesn't mean anything at all. It's more just, you kind of, it's good to draw in trend lines as a way to just probably mark out what should be fairly obvious on the chart anyway, in terms of which way the trend is going and so on. But it can be handy just to really visualize it. So if the price breaks above that trend line, doesn't mean a thing. But if it breaks above that line, then downtrend broken. So that means a big old thing. So I mean, in terms of the lower lows that it's been seeing, so doink, 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 it's already putting in higher lows, to be fair. It's already doing that, isn't it? So, but then again, that sort of thing can so often just be a miniature uptrend within the broader downtrend, and also potential thing to look out for, I suppose. Doink, zoink. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Zoink. It should have been a zoink, not a doink. Still got it wrong. Maybe it was a doink. Down to there, and then yeah, and then it could be a one of those things. So as in continuation to the downside. It's looking like it's fighting that particular pattern at the moment. At least it's more of that, isn't it, at the moment? Unless it's a mini one of those. Everything's a fractal, It's kind of on the broader trend, it's that. Within here, it's kind of that. Well, it's really more that. Has everyone just lost track of what I'm talking about? I may have started rambling slightly inanely in that.
I'm kind of with you.
Okay. So essentially, yeah, is that there's a thing to be wary of is that we might be seeing that, and down,
right?
As in like bit of a bear flag that was happening there, and we're already in the downside from that. Except that has kind of already bucked that a little bit, because it's kind of doing all of this, like, within there, it's like wanting to, I mean, potentially that, it's down to like how you read these things, isn't it? Just what you want to interpret from it. But anyway, it could equally just be that this is kind of doing that. Now it's come up, and that, like a miniature version of that broader one that we were seeing. So that's just something to be wary of. I think that level where there's a bearish retracement level just there, not sure what stage that's in, but in any case, there's also that fair value level that Quadzilla is drawing in as well, along just that same level, which suggests that that's a very significant one to be looking at. So anyway, yeah, so that I think will be a very important level just there, and it's at 1,118. So price might bounce off there, but if it drops below that level, that price, then that's probably a bit of a confirmation that it's going to keep on heading down, like what it's doing. Bounces up or doesn't even reach it, then game on to the upside. So keep in mind that it's obviously, well, when was that? Start of the year, January. So it's done all that. It's already been doing a fair amount of retracing. I guess when we were looking at this before, that level there kind of marked itself out as a pretty significant sort of liquidity zone within there. So, and yet the price did already bounce off. Well, bounced off that once, that liquidity zone there. It could be coming back down again to retest it a second time. So, if it drops into that, then we get the continued downtrend thing, the lower low, and so on. So that's potentially dangerous. That's why I'm kind of saying like that kind of downward pattern is one to be a bit wary of if that plays out. As it is, it's if it can keep on doing that, it's done that. Keep doing that, might do that then. So I overdrew that, but you get the idea. That's possible, and then it's this sort of uptrend continuing really pretty much, and it might well come up steeper on that, who knows. We've got, I guess, so the 55 EMA is being very nicely, or has been very nicely respected on that. It's like touchdown, 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 drop down, touch up. Is that the right way to say it? It's touching up the the 55 EMA there, came back down, didn't get near it there, but did bounce off the 9. Of course, that as well, that was a bit of a significant, the 21 crossing below, that's you've been hoisted by your own petard there, I think, just or whatever. The 21 crossed below the 55, signaling a strong downtrend, but maybe it's recovered from that, Wow.
I mean, I'm not saying it's out of the woods. I'm just saying that like, there's a possibility at the moment that it could be turning around, and like
it really could be, because it's got that kind of thing going on there, isn't it? To the upside, it could continue on that.
So one I did get slightly wrong is Google, which obviously that had a massive like dump the other day because the two the two of the guys left and to form their own AI company. So I think that sort of sent shockwaves through the Google sphere. But,
they were kind of the scientists, really, weren't they? So that it's kind of like they just wanted to be carrying on just doing science stuff. They're not so. It's not so much like, oh yeah, we need to rush to put out an incrementally better LLM than Anthropic and OpenAI and whoever. It's just like not really what they're about, and they're more into kind of deep research and inventing groundbreaking, world-changing new, just new things, really. So, well, that's the impression I got. They're more interested in doing that.
So it's a sort of
in which case, great. I mean, Google ought to just invest into their startups. Then maybe they already have, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, so it's like a sort of trade-off between making something really amazing and just making some money.
Basically, yeah. I guess their background is that they're into the sort of making amazing things that no one else has managed to, or no one else has figured out how to, or new things that no one bothered to try because they didn't think that it would be possible, or whatever. So that's their bag.
So I don't know. I mean, it is. I mean, I would have thought Google's got to be coming. Alphabet or whatever what it's called. It's got to be getting into a buy zone sooner, isn't it? I would have thought.
You'd think. That I mean, that's just today, isn't it? Oh no, sorry. When was that? Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, they haven't started trading yet. So, quarter of an hour. Be interesting to see. Does that just continue? So it's been doing. It's done that. So when the US market opens in quarter of an hour, will it just carry on doing that?
Well, it has. I'm just looking at it here on the 1 hour time frame. You know, it has got some interesting retracements, and there's certainly one that looks good at like 334 or something like that. I don't know.
Okay. Having redrawn all that, just to do that. Woo. Okay. Yeah.
So, that's slightly different to mine. That's why is that different?
It could. Do you mean the prices are different or the retracements? Because this is on the as yet unreleased version that it's showing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got a retracement sort of where I didn't expect to see one.
Okay.
Nice. The red bearish one is in the same place, but the green one isn't actually. Yeah.
As in, you have got one there, but it's not in the same place.
Yeah, I've got one down at 334.2. I just check I got the right thing. Alphabet, Google.
There is
Oh, you're on the Class C chart. I'm on the Class A.
Okay.
Does that make a difference?
I just picked the one at the top. Just Goog Alphabet Inc.
So it's Google is the ticker.
Okay. Why isn't that just stock Nasdaq Alphabet Inc. Google?
No, sorry.
Just like that.
No, just an L on the end.
Oh, Google.
There you go, top one there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, hey. Oh, shush.
Is that about the same?
Right. That. Oh no, it's not actually.
Oh well.
Right. Yours is different.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's showing. It's different code. It's showing different things. You know.
Okay.
So anyway, but that level. I mean, there actually is a retracement level just there. In fact, there are two that are drawn in, just there and there. So I think that, in any case, that's probably pretty much the same level that you're looking at. I think.
Oh no!
In fact, I could switch them on in here.
No, you've. Sorry, I know what it is. Hang on. You're on regular trading hours, aren't you? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was just fiddling with the little. Yeah, sorry, I did. Yeah, I clicked the other one, the adjust data for dividends. So yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have done that.
Whatever. Yeah. So.
Okay, anyway, right. So
yeah.
So that was misleading. Right. So it looks the same now. So right, we're all good. Oh, right. Okay. So that came down to there and then dropped through the floor. Yeah, it's looking it's looking a bit floppy, isn't it? Google.
Yeah. Trying to see if there's any way of looking at this that makes it seem positive. Not really. Not
unless you invert the chart.
I was just kind of talking down, looking at trend lines as a significant thing to make decisions from or whatever, but it sure did break below that trend line.
Didn't it?
But I mean, it was clearer and present support that's going on just there, wasn't it? Because in fact, maybe the draw like and you along there, so kind of definite kind of area of control, I suppose, that the price has been in going all the way along. Failed it, tried to break out of that that little range, failed, plummeted down. This retracement level is now in its step 3, so that's continuing. So the old kind of up, down, up could happen, so that's worth keeping in mind. As in, that's now plotting the step 3 there. So whenever the price reverses, it doesn't mean the reversal is imminent, but when it does, as long as that's still in play, then it'll kind of come up to there, and you'd expect it to break some way above that. And that would, I mean, it's still like, I don't know, how charitably can we look at this? Like they're there somewhere. Would be a continuation, I guess.
I mean, it's it's not like they've gone out of business or anything, is it?
Not this week. No. So I mean that said, I did because I burned through my Claude usage credits this morning, just absolutely hammering it, and so I basically switched over to Gemini and asked it to just generate. I've got like a Gemini gem on there for generating like a morning report for Bitcoin, and so it kind of like thought away on that on high effort and so on, and then it said, oh yeah, Bitcoin is suffering has just suffered a $13,000 drop in price, and it's now barely defending the $55,000 mark and threatening to drop lower. It's like, what the flipping heck?
So what do you do? You say, "Are you on drugs?"
Pretty much. I wrote out a reply. Yeah. So like I wrote out a reply along those lines. Like the sort of, boy, what the hell are you talking about? And
it came back.
It didn't send it.
You're completely right.
is kind of that, yeah. But I told it to go and investigate, like just tell me exactly where did it go wrong, and what should I add into the gem instructions for that to not happen again. I did kind of add that those reports, if I can't trust those reports, then they're just of no use to me at all. So it did a little investigation thing and then said, oh yeah, it got mixed up with the currencies. So it got back from somewhere the the euro price, the price of Bitcoin in euros, which I think is about 55,000 euros, thereabouts. And but from somewhere else, it had got the $64,000 price. And when it's trying to reconcile the discrepancy, it hallucinated this notion that there had been a gigantic drop in price, that Bitcoin had plummeted, and so it didn't get that from any of the sources it's meant to be looking at. It just went, oh, yeah, that must have happened, so that's what I'm going to report. So that went into its report, stated as fact. So great, thanks Gemini. So yeah, I wonder about you say Google isn't about to go out of business, but I think actually my Claude credits are have reset again now, so I'll try and get that from Claude next time. So.
I did notice in your tweet about the stream, you were teasing a little bit about the some new things coming along.
Oh yeah, the massive Bitcoin news. No, it's about massive Quadzilla and like trading view news, especially if you're heavily into rigorously backtesting your trading strategies. We're all into
Right.
a bit of rigorous back testing, aren't we?
It's the only kind of back testing I do.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the point otherwise?
Can't gently back test, can you?
No, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. Do we talk a bit about that? I mean, I did put that in, and then I was thinking, like, is it too early to be talking about that?
Oh, no. Well, I was going to ask you, is it too early to talk about that, or
okay,
or,
yeah.
You don't have to drop too much.
Just for a minute. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, just brought this up. There you go. I was going to have a look at this and think, like, do I show this or not? But hey, what the hell? Yeah, okay. Essentially, what this is doing. So Claude Code, and I've got sort of come up with these things called. Do I mention this now? I think maybe a bit early, but anyway.
Want to.
Sure. So basically, just kind of a way to define trade strategies, setups, and things in a kind of common sort of way, so that people can share them. There'll be like a bit of a shared language around it. They'll kind of know what to talk about, and also then that same format, you can just pass into a LLM and give it the spec, which will be online, and it'll instantly just like it'll understand it, and so you can tell it to like verify stuff. But then a big part of this as well is a whole bunch of Claude skills around things like verify it, like a trade or whatever like that as well, and it'll check things. Then it'll say things like, oh, in this case, then clause doesn't result in actual trade direction. So yeah, because I put when something or other is happening on the chart, then I just put do something, rather than like go long or go short. So it says like the then clause doesn't result to an actionable trade direction. It's like it sure doesn't. And also like another one, if the RVI relative volatility index drops below 0, it picks that up as an error as well. Like RVI is bounded between 0 and 100, so this condition can never be true. And just kind of things like that. So I'm not specifically programming it as we used to in the old days, with like every single possible range and condition and stuff. So just allowing the AI to kind of do its inference thing on these. So like leaning on that quite a lot. And then just like structuring what it's looking at exactly, how it's interpreting it, and how it outputs from that into something that is then hopefully quite useful. So it gives it like a summary that the then clause doesn't say what to do, and the when threshold is still unreachable. Shall I fix it? It offers to fix them for you. It's lovely. I said no. Understood. So that's a little sneak peek, but there's a huge amount more to it than that. Sorry. So I would say probably keep track of the Maftopia X page for some more announcements around that. There'll be a lot of that stuff, and probably keep track of the Save with Crypto X page as well, and Maftopia YouTube channel and Save with Crypto YouTube channel. Does that cover it? I think so, probably.
I think so, yeah.
And there'll be a whole bunch of stuff that we'll be talking about this a lot, like very soon. But just once it's all kind of ready. But I think we're literally looking at like the next day or so, and then we can talk about that a lot more. Everything else that's in there, it's pretty exciting, I think. There you go.
Nice.
So yeah, I think even that by itself is big news, to be honest. But there's a lot more going on there as well. So yeah, and a new Quadzilla release coming up as well. So that's it.
Brilliant. All right. No, thank you. No, I just thought. I just read it. And I thought, wonder what he's gonna say. So there you go.
Yeah. So yeah, I fully agree. I'm actually really excited about that, and the Quadzilla release as well. So all coming up. Scotty, just in. Russia's central bank confirms Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether as the only crypto assets retail. There's a lot of this sort of thing, isn't there? The retail investors may trade on regulated exchanges effective September. Oof. Pretty good if you got lots of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Good that Tether's in there, I guess. There's no what is there like there must be a ruble stable coin. It's with a T, wouldn't it? It'd be Truble. It'd be Troubles, I suppose. So yeah, I'm going to buy me some Troubles right there. So yeah, I mean that's pretty good. Not so great if you got like Solana. You'd probably be a bit. Well, I've got some Solana, but might be a bit miffed.
Or your entire net worth is in fart coin or something, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of wonder what's happened to Fartcoin these days. I don't really care, if I'm totally honest. So I couldn't care less what happens to Fartcoin.
I don't care. I've even lost interest in Pippin. Not that I ever traded it, but
Pippin. I'd totally forgotten about Pippin. Oh, Pippin. Yeah.
I tell you what, it was shorting it up at the top. It was one of our blokes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was his name? I can't remember now. But anyway, but he was shorting it right at the top. I don't know how long he hung on to it, but like, you know, it would have been.
Sorry.
Wow. Because he was talking about he was talking about shorting that up, like literally right up at the Burj Khalifa bit, you know. Yeah. And that's a phenomenal.
Virtually, that's 98% drop.
Yeah.
Almost at zero. Come on, guys, you can get to zero. You can do it.
Anyway.
If you could buy this at zero, then you'd kind of hope that that's going to go up significantly.
We're actually late again. Sorry.
Oops. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the chart that matters. Yeah. Quick look. Then I got to go. I think. So 1 minute.
Yeah.
And okay, not quite what I was expecting, but certainly reacted to that level, the fair value level. It kind of indecisioned on it. It tried to get above, broke below, and to the downside. But then I think that's kind of what we were expecting a bit, isn't it? Because overall it's been fairly negative news.
Yeah. Well, just not exciting, really, isn't it? So.
Yeah. I mean, whether it's that and the Iran, like, you know, we ain't talking about no peace deal thing as well. Coming back up, mind.
Yeah. Okay.
It's downtrending a bit.
So I've got a Zoom meeting.
Okay. So we're probably pretty much done, aren't we? I think.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, I think we're done. Should we? But right. So we'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I'm not sure about tomorrow. What I'm thinking is more engagement and live streams. I'm actually wondering if I'll do it.
Your internet has gone.
It's all gone weird.
I can't really hear you.
I can't even.
That's a shame. Broken up, I think.
No. Come on. What the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if that's what you meant, Ozzy, he's sounding like.
Can you hear me still?
Can now, just then. Not now. definitely can't hear him now. I think what that might have amounted to was he's probably not going to do a live stream tomorrow, but we'll definitely be doing one on Friday at the usual sort of time, which is obviously 1 o'clock UK time / 12 p.m. UTC, and really hope to see you then. I guess that what's it? Device is not something or other. So a quick look on this. Do pick up a Quadzilla on your way out, if you don't mind. It's very worth it. Oh, we're on the Euros today. Fairly topical considering what I was talking about just now about Gemini and its Euros snafu. But yeah, Quadzilla basically gives you the edge in your trading, and you get all of these things, and it pays for itself like within the first trade, basically. Honestly, do check out maftopia.com. Have a look at the price action patterns. There's linked from the front page. You get all these things, and so on. Well, all of those as well. And so you can just learn your price action patterns from here and take the quiz, which is just it. And also on maftopia.com, that's where I'll be putting out the details about the amazing, exciting thing that we were talking about just now, when that's ready in a day or two. And
brilliant.
Do check out the liquidation heat map, isn't it? Also on YouTube, maftopia.com. Haven't put out a video there for a little while. I've just been so busy with the thing that we're going to be releasing this week that videos have taken a bit of a back seat to that. But that I'll be back on the fascinating science and technology news videos very soon. So do get subscribed to Maftopia for all of that. And what else? Just to wrap things up, is that it? What is it? Oh yeah, okay. You might already be watching this on X at Maftopia, but do follow on there if you don't mind. Could do with the followers, to be honest. And so on there you basically get like daily science and technology news things posted with often with a bit of attitude in them. I don't know what that means really. Just I just post stuff, and I try not to make it all too dry or whatever. But that's there. Do check it out. And that's about it really. That's me done.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I went and came back. I don't know what was happening there, but anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
But thank you everyone for coming along, and thank you, Math, for all your help today, because
sure.
I was obviously clearly clearly doing it all wrong. But yeah. Right, I shall enjoy some sunshine, and right. Take care, everyone. I'm going to end the stream now because I might have to give it a bit of a squish to make it end